This is Braith Warnock, and welcome to Containerization the Kubernetes Way. To introduce myself, I'm a lead cloud-native application architect and cloud engineer with over 7 years of experience in the financial space. I specialize in driving global digital transformations in banking, insurance, telecom, and mobility services. I'm a subject matter expert in the cloud space, and I have strong expertise in platform support and engineering roles for Kubernetes, AWS, Azure, and GCP. I've developed over 100 microservices using Spring Boot, Java 8, and Spring Cloud Netflix that span over several distinguished cloud-native microservice architectures, event-driven data architectures, and data platforms. I have a BS in computer science from Cal State Dominguez Hills, and I am currently working on my master's in computer science at Johns Hopkins University. To recap what we will learn in this course, for Section 1, we're going to cover the Kubernetes Container Orchestration System. And in that section, we'll learn core concepts of Kubernetes, the Google Kubernetes Engine, Amazon Elastic Container Service, and the Azure Kubernetes Service, as well as the Kubernetes Container Orchestration System. In Section 2, we'll talk about clustering and scaling containers. And we'll dive into the prerequisites for creating a Kubernetes cluster and Elastic Container Service, creating and deleting Kubernetes cluster in EKS, deploying a scalable stateless application to EKS, and accessing your running public-facing application in EKS. In Section 3, we'll talk about cluster networking in Kubernetes, and we'll discuss the Docker networking model, the Kubernetes networking model, and implementations of the Kubernetes model. In Section 4, we'll cover managing and storing data with Kubernetes, where we'll be discussing volumes, persistent volumes, storage classes, dynamic volume provisioning, and volume limits. For Section 5, we'll be discussing going further with production, where we'll discuss using secrets in our applications, the Kubernetes service object, achieving high availability, and scaling out your applications in Kubernetes. Some of the preliminary concepts that I would recommend having are picking up a book on computer networking concepts, a book on microservice architectures, virtualization technologies, and core operating systems concepts. These are some of the 4 fundamental areas that will help you a lot with this course. The following are the goals of the course, Containerization the Kubernetes Way. In this course, we're going to help you discover the Kubernetes way to build production-class container infrastructure. And we're also going to help you get up and running with the fundamentals of Kubernetes to get you started with containerization. We're going to discover the intricacies of the Kubernetes architecture and its useful components. And we're going to create and manage large-scale clusters with Kubernetes. We're also going to enhance your learnings with practical, hands-on exercises to help you get to know Kubernetes even better. We're also going to create, run, and scale your own Kubernetes cluster in EKS from scratch. We're going to explore the other different features like load balancing, secrets management, and more. And we're going to discover new ways to store and manage your data effectively.